Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're not going to have any Barbarian Assault gameplay, so some of you will be sad, some of you will enjoy not seeing BA ever again in your life. We will be doing gambling, of course, so maybe I get the pet this episode. You'll have to stick around and find out. Our Skrimp Stonks are through the absolute roof, as you can see by the title of this video. And we're going to go into a little bit of theory crafting about the account. So look forward to that. And as always, if you like the video, then like the video. If you're enjoying the content, then please subscribe. It helps a lot. And then, of course, your comments down below. I still answer all of them. I'm pretty sure I've answered every single one of them. So any questions or you just want to say hey or whatever, I will answer you. So with that said, let's get into the video. Okay, so to start this video off, let's go ahead and do a quick recap of what we are still hunting on this account. So we're still looking for 75 fire making, 80 cooking, the penance pet, of course, and 60 range, which is more challenging than it seems. So let's talk about how I'm going about getting the arrows for 60 range and show you just how painful it is to get it from the Barbarian only. So let's get into some numbers. Okay, so I need 60 range on the account, so let's go ahead and take a quick look, and we'll just use, let's see how long it would take me to get 100 bronze arrows from the resources that I currently have available. Alright, so here's the drop table for the Barbarian that I have access to. He's the level 17 one. And as you can see, there are iron and bronze arrows on the drop table, but for simplicity, let's just go ahead and look at bronze arrows. The Barbarian drops them at a rate of 1 in 32. So since I only have access to this one, I have to wait on the respawn timer. Why do I not world hop, you might be asking? Well, we're so close to the northern tip of the chunk that he wanders up there and then is out of reach, so I have to hop again or wait for him to come back. And so I've just found that it's more consistent to just wait for him to respawn, especially with how long it takes to hop worlds these days. So I'm going to be generous here and say that I can kill a Barbarian every 40 seconds with the time to kill plus the respawn time. So that means in an hour of doing this, I would expect to kill about 90 of them for a whopping 8.6k an hour of strength XP. At 90 kills an hour, I would expect to get 2.8125 bronze arrow drops per hour. So let's just be generous and round up here and say 3 bronze arrow drops per hour. So that's a massive 30 bronze arrows per hour. So to get 100 bronze arrows would take about 3.3 hours. And do remember, I was being kind of generous in these calculations. So if we apply the same math for the irons, we would expect roughly 2 iron arrow drops an hour for about 16 iron arrows per hour. So why am I telling you all of this instead of just grinding it? Well, there is another way to get arrows, which I have talked about before in past videos. Mazes have a 1 in 3 chance to reward iron arrows. It's a 1 in 9, but you get 3 rolls, if that makes sense. So in the last video that I got a maze, I did not get iron arrows from them. I think I got coal or something. So, in fact, in the roughly 5 to 6 months that I've played this account, I've only gotten 1 iron arrow drop from the maze chest. The maze reward goes off of your total level, and mine is very low since I don't have access to most skills. They're 1, and it also goes off of how fast you get to the center. A maxed main could expect to get roughly 2,000 iron arrows in a single roll, and maybe even 6,000 iron arrows if they were to roll all iron arrows for all 3 roll rewards of the chest, which would be like a dream for me. I would expect about 300 iron arrows at my current total level, and that still saves an absolutely massive amount of time compared to grinding the Barbarian for them. So I've purposely put off 60 range in order to try and get mazes to lower the amount of time that I have to spend meleeing the Barbarian just to get arrows, just to turn around and kill him again with range, if that makes sense. So should I just pray to the RNG gods that I get a maze and hit the jackpot on arrows from the chest? Well, I went over 90 random events dry for a maze according to my random tracker, and when I finally did get the maze on stream, I didn't get arrows. So after telling my wife that I'm a failure and sleeping on the couch that night because I still had no arrows to provide for my family, I said, you know what? Fuck RNG. Mazes, you can't hurt me anymore. Let me introduce you to the final solution for arrows. Alright, that sounded a little bit dark. We might edit that out. Alright, it finally happened. It's been a very long time since I had a maze. And you'll notice that I'm not beelining towards the middle like I should be, right? Well, if you haven't seen this trick before, I think I saw it from Falador only, so I'm going to credit him with this. I don't know who originally discovered it, but basically, these side chests offer resources. Not as much as the main chest, or whatever you want to call it, the center of the maze, but you can sit here, and every time that you open this interface, it pauses the timer. And I was cooking, so my inventory is full, and it even banks the stuff that you get. So we can get iron arrows this way, albeit it will be less than if I had got them from the center, but it's guaranteed. And since I've been so dry for mazes, and I've only gotten iron arrows from a maze once, I would rather go for the guaranteed loot. So there, see it close, I only lost 1%. So that's some bronze bolts, and that raises an interesting question. The Phoenix Crossbow. Should it be legal for me to have it because I can use these bolts with it, and it's the only tradable Ironman item that I think I know of. So you can actually have someone come and bring you that Phoenix Crossbow. So that might be something we talk about in the future. But I can also get air runes from here, which means I can actually start training magic a little bit the right way. So the Barbarian drops mind runes on top of all the other stuff. So I'll actually have enough air runes probably by the end of this to get a couple of magic levels. Probably nothing too crazy, but it's a start, right? So a couple of really awesome things. And of course we can get iron arrows. I'll put the drop table for this side chest up, and we're going to get some potions like defense potions, attack potions. There's a lot of good stuff in here. So I'm going to sit here and do this until basically it runs out. So that's more bolts. And yeah, I'm going to be here a while, as you can see, but well worth it. I'm hoping we can get a good little bit of iron arrows so I can at least go get some more range levels. It's been so long since we've gotten range levels, but this is the method. So if you're a restricted Ironman, maybe this will be helpful for you. But yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the last chest hit we get. We were in here for quite a while, 1% per loot, and I think I got here at about 83%. So maybe 83, roughly 80 hits of the chest. So let's see the last one. It's empty, so I should get kicked out now, and I'm back where I started. And as you can see, I was cooking scrimps. So there's my 100 earth runes. Let's see how many total we got. Been waiting so long for this, so let's do an arrow check. We got 189 iron arrows. That's pretty solid. 165 bronze arrows. Not bad at all. So that's a good little chunk of arrows that we got there. And then also the bronze bolts, we got 70 of those. So that's a little bit of XP if we decide to get the Phoenix Crossbow. I probably won't do that, but it is an option. So all in all, yeah, that's some pretty good loot considering I haven't had these in months. That's almost 400 arrows roughly. So the other thing is that as I kill the Barbarian, I will get some drops, so I'll get some back. We got a couple of air runes. I don't know how far that'll get us, but we will use them. So that's cool. We might not be one magic forever. That's cool. But yeah, so super happy about that. So hopefully we can get a couple more mazes now since we went so dry. And if we can get roughly 300, 400 at a time, I'll be a happy man. Now that we got our maze, it's time to do some good old-fashioned barbarian killing. So let's equip these arrows. We're starting at 43 range, 49 HP. Let's see how far this maze random will take us. Keep in mind we might get a couple of arrow drops along the way to supplement these. Alright, we've used up all the iron arrows, so we got 45 range off of it, which is nice. And we got about 50 extra bronze arrows, so let's go ahead and start ripping through that stack. Wow, I was about to go to bed and I got a maze for the second time in 3 days after going dry for months. So of course we're going to do it, and we're going to camp it, and I'll hate myself in the morning, but here we go. Okay, we spawned in right by the chest, so that's 98%. So we're gonna be here for a while. So that's gonna set us up for arrows. So very happy. But yeah, I'm gonna stay up and do this because it's worth it. I can't go months dry for this again. So we're gonna do the same thing as last time and see how many arrows we can rack up. As you can see, I was training range after BA run, and I was almost out of arrows. That was the last of my arrows. So yeah. Okay, last one. I was falling asleep while we were opening these, so I'll look at the stuff, the full, well, there you go. 140 bronze arrows, 165 irons, and 90 bronze bolts if we do decide to do that. So if we do get the Phoenix crossbow, I haven't decided on that yet, but probably not. But yeah, that replenishes my arrows right back. I'm at 46, so pushing towards 47, and just got a nice little arrow refill, so let's use them up again. Alright, that's 49 range, and we're gonna stop for now, because I only have 21 bronzes left. So yeah, that's gonna be the end. So 2 mazes got me 49 range, and I got about 120 bronze arrows and 56 iron arrows as drops while I was killing. So yeah, 2 mazes for 43 to 49. So it's going to be a little bit before we hit 60, but we're just going to keep getting our arrows passively through mazes and hopefully cut down the time that we spend actually killing this thing for arrows, because it is very, very slow to do this. So yeah. And now the long-awaited gamble compilation. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so at 700 gambles, this is what our bank's looking like. I'm not going to go through all the items again, just like I did in the last video, but here's a quick look. 61.3 mil. So yeah, there we go. That's the 700 gamble count bank thing. Alright, we have waited a long time for this day. We're at 700 gambles. Let's go ahead and see it. There we go. A lot of you guys think I'm hiding the pet, so there you go. There's proof I'm not hiding the pet. I will be done with BA once I get this pet, so there's no reason for me to hide it. But no, I'm not pulling a limpwort. I don't have the pet. But anyways, now that we're at 700 gambles, there we go. That's for 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 gambles. The corner is open. We're in the corner. It's been like 6 months or something, I don't know, since I started this account. But here we are. Now I can stand with everyone else in equality. This is a good moment for equality, I guess. But yeah, super excited to be here in this corner. It was a lot of fun getting here. Played with many teams, so thank you to everyone who got me to this corner. So my friend here, Rolston, just smuggled me in a Phoenix Crossbow. So with the bronze bolts I have in the bank, my question for you guys is this legal? It is a tradable item, however it is not from this chunk. So I'm gonna leave that one up to you guys. I'm gonna toss it in the bank just to keep me a little honest. Here's my bronze bolt stack. So 160. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but that's a lot of range XP for me. So we'll see what you guys think about it. And if you guys vote no, I'll come back and show you my bronze stack. But I do want to keep this because it's cool. Alright, so check it out. This is the last scrimps I have from doing the 76 fishing grind. So that's exciting. Took a very long time. And I had 3 anchovies left. Or blue scrimp, my bad. But yeah, so let's cook that. And there we go. That's done. So we didn't quite hit 80 as expected, but I do have some raw lobsters from my low gambles, so we're gonna go ahead and cook those, and that should give us quite a bit of XP, and it's gonna be really fun to get some fast XP, and then we'll go fish whatever's left. But yeah, that took a while. Okay, we finished cooking the lobsters, which was awesome. It was like 120k XP an hour, which is ridiculously fast, but didn't quite have enough, so we're back to fishing. We need about 3.8k shrimp plus anchovy. They're both 30 XP. So yeah, we'll fish that out and finally be done with 80 cooking. So I'm very excited. Let's get back to the old scrimping. Well, it's happening again. You guys are so fucking funny. Bunch of comedians here. Thanks for that. Okay, it's happening. We got another maze, so we're gonna do the same trick we did last time. It's late at night again, but no complaints here. So we're just gonna go in, and we're gonna go for that chest right there. So it should be pretty quick, so let's go for it. Okay, air runes. Alright, so we've got 98%, so we get 98 loots of this thing, basically. So, yeah, I'm gonna stay up and do it. It's gonna be painful, but I need it. I need the arrows. It takes so long to get these mazes, but that's 3 in about 2 weeks, so very happy. Okay, that took a while, but yeah, that's our last one there. So let's see. We got 60 bronze arrows, which seems kind of unlucky, but 165 iron arrows, so yeah, that's nice. 100 bronze bolts. We'll see what you guys think about using those. So I'm not going to use those anytime soon. but 165 air runes. So eventually we are gonna actually go train magic. So that's exciting. So overall, pretty good little looting session. Took, I don't remember what I started at, maybe an hour or two. So yeah, good stuff. Okay, according to the calculator I used, this should be the last final inventory of scrimps. So that should be enough once I'm done cooking for 80 cooking, and the fishing grind is officially over. I'd like to thank my parents for having me. You know, I'd like to thank all my teachers that got me to this point. Really appreciate you guys. Set me up for success. Yeah, that took a little while, so happy to be done with that, and can't wait to get these done for 80 cooking, so that'll be coming next. Oh my god, the RNG is finally coming back. That's back-to-back mazes. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing we've been doing. I haven't even had a chance to use the other arrows yet, so let's get in here. I can't believe this, man. I went dry for like 4 or 5 months. Okay, so timer's paused while we're talking to him, so let's locate a chest and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, definitely didn't get as close as I did last time. 85%, not bad. I got 98 on the last one. But yeah, that's back-to-back mazes like I was saying. Man, I went, I think, over 90 randoms dry without a maze. So yeah, RNG is coming back around for me, so that's great to see. And yeah, I was planning on finishing the cooking grind today, but I suppose that's not going to happen, which means the video is going to get put off another day, but that's fine. Not going to complain about getting these mazes for sure, so I'll update you guys with the results of what we get from this one. Okay, so that's done. According to the little notes I made, I got 10 bronze arrow drops, so 200 bronze arrows and 5 iron arrows. Or 5 iron arrow drops, so yeah, like 65 of those, I think, if I remember correctly. So we got a nice little stack now. We got a little unlucky in the last maze with the bronze arrows, but yeah, that should help quite a bit. Another little good stack of air runes, gonna be some good magic XP. But yeah, 49 range, so I'm hoping. I don't know how far that'll get me, since I will get some back from the Barbarian, but yeah, 53 would be halfway to 60, so that would be nice. I should be able to get there, but we'll see. Alright boys, so for the past couple of months, no scrimp in the sea has been safe, because I've been fishing them all. And today, all the scrimps can rest easy, because we're finally done with this grind. So there's 80 cooking. We can finally cook this shark. Man, that's a good feeling. So let's go ahead and bank it. We got a little over 60k. Well, I guess like 61k. 33.7 of delicious orange scrimp, and some about 27,000 disgusting blue scrimp. So let's finally knock, let's grab a log here. Let's get them all. So we got 4,000 of these. I'm probably not going to cook them all just yet, but I do want to cook one and complete the 80 cooking requirement. Cook the raw shark. As expected, we're going to burn these. So there we go. We have cooked a shark, and this is going about as well as you would expect. So I'm going to stop cooking these in the hopes that maybe it'll be better in the future. So wow, I guess now when I AFK, I'll be chopping willows and then using that to train my fire making with. But yeah, glad to have that one out of the way. Hello, this is still BA Chunkman on my main that I haven't logged into for over 2 years. As you can see, it doesn't even have membership. But the reason that I'm on it is, again, to do with Skrimp. This is a Skrimp themed episode, kind of. And you may have heard about the discontinued Skrimp thing that's going around. Rindy made a video on it, which I'll link to his channel, called The Rarest Item in RuneScape. And thanks to Elvendaele, I was able to actually obtain one of these special Skrimps. So it just seemed fitting for me to have this after fishing so many Skrimps. So the difference is, that's the tutorial island shrimp, and that's the one that you can buy on the GE Skrimp. And oh, this is awkward. Be right back. Okay, we're back. So this is what happens if you try to sell a normal Skrimp on the GE, right? 92 coins. Now let's check the other one, and nothing happens. It's because it's from Tutorial Island. You have to smuggle it off using some kind of super advanced secret method. I don't know. But yeah, so it's kind of cool that I have this, to be honest. I can't believe that about the time that I was finishing 80 cooking with Skrimps, this whole thing would come up. So I don't know if they're actually discontinued or not. I'm not an expert, but it is cool that I have one. Just a special Tutorial Island Skrimp. Go watch Rindy's video if you want to know more about this, but I thought it was neat. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Different, no Barbarian Assault content really, outside of the gambles, I guess. But hopefully you enjoyed it. And so what I'm going to do regarding the Phoenix Crossbow is I'm really just going to leave it up to you guys, because I see an argument on both sides of the table, I guess. I could see how you would say it's not chunk specific, therefore you shouldn't be allowed to use it, and that's a fair argument. And I can also see the argument of, well, I didn't leave the chunk to obtain it, it's a tradable item, someone else went and got it and gave it to me, I never left the chunk to get it. And it is kind of cool that it has a niche use, like bronze bolts from the maze. The only way that I can use them is using the Phoenix Crossbow, and how many people even really knew that Phoenix Crossbows were tradable to Ironman? So I think it's a cool little method, but I'll be satisfied no matter what it is. So what I'll do is I'll run a poll, probably a day or so after this video goes out, just to give people time to be on the lookout for it. And whatever you guys vote is what I'll do. And if you guys vote against it, I'll record myself dropping it and show you my bronze bolt stack to let you know I didn't cheat or anything. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So just be on the lookout for that. And as always, if you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.